I am back on the fields of Perthshire with my trusty XP Gold Max Power V4. So this is a barley stubble field. It's produced quite a lot of decent finds over the last 20 odd years. Roman, medieval, some hammered coins and some interesting relics. It's just me today, everyone else is busy. I was going to go on the Gold Noble field, but if I did and I found something good, then they would never forgive me. So I thought I'd spare that for another day, maybe tomorrow. So we'll see what we can get. And just an extra thanks for all the comments and all the new followers. I think I'm up about 800 new followers in the last couple of weeks. So tremendous news. The more followers, the more content I can get. And the more we can go out and try and find some relics and some ancient treasures. So let's see what we can turn up today. So far we've had a ring pool and a tin can, but that was just round the edge of the field. You always tend to find the junk, or most of the junk, at the edge. But now that sounds very nice. Well, no pinpoint probe required. I think we've struck silver on the first decent signal. And I think we have, and it's not a 10 pence. Spendable. It looks like it's going to be George, maybe. It's definitely a pretty big head looking to the right hand side. Let's tease that off. It is. It's George the III. Pete got one of these on the neighbouring field a few weeks ago. I don't know what date his was, I can't remember, but this one is 1820. You beauty. 201 years old. That's a great start. Let's give it a wee gentle clean and we'll come back to you. Well, that's an excellent start. Silver coins are always welcome, but one of your first finds, that's even better. So we've got GEOR, which is George, 111, George the III, DG, De Gratia, by the grace of God. And then we've got Brit Rex Fid. So that's King of the Britons and Defender of the Faith. Clear date at the bottom, 1820. I think people call these bullhead shillings. Or is it a bullhead sixpence? The back side's a little bit more worn. And it says Honi Soit Mal something. And I'm afraid my Latin isn't as good as it used to be. I'm not 100% certain what that means. However, we have got top right, we've got the Lion of Scotland. We have got top left and bottom right, we've got the three lions of England. And then we've got the harp of Ireland. And in the centre, we've got the flag of Hanover, because George III was also Elector of Hanover in Germany, because his great-grandfather, I think it was, George the First, was brought over in 1715 after they overlooked about 100 Roman Catholics who had a greater claim to the throne. But that's another story for another day. So excellent, over the moon with that. It's in really good condition. Really good condition. It's not been battered about too much. To be honest, I think Pete's was in even better condition. So pure silver does very well in the ground. Brilliant, on to the next. Another cracking signal here, just 2 minutes after the last silver coin. Does sound pretty good, maybe a little bit tinfoily. Let's see what we get. So again, no pinpoint probe required. Comes out on the first hole. Is it an ancient relic? It's definitely green. But what is it? It's heavy. Feels like it's going to be copper or bronze. That looks like a a thread possibly there with a screw in it, a flathead. But what is it? Break off all the soil and see. It's a strange one. Well, another one. And that's us out the hole, second time of asking. Let's get Mr. Worm out the way. Seems to be somewhere over here. Seems to be here. No, it's not. Is it? Ah, what have I done? There it is there, look. Is that a bit of lead? It is indeed. We have a piece of lead. Let's give it a wee rub-a-dub on the trousers. And there we go. A fragment of lead. It goes white, it sort of oxidises in the ground, so it's been in the ground for a while. Age-wise, who knows, it could be 100 years old, it could be 1,000 years old. Oh, the last signal was there, and got another one right there. So what's that? 3 feet. So we're out the hole. Ugh. Over here. There it is there. Is that another coin? Oh, it looks coin-like. Focus. Why is it not focusing? Come on. Come on, focus. There we go. Oh no. Look, it's a portcullis. That's a spendable penny. So I'm not going to get much off this. You can just make out ON for 1 penny. And then the portcullis in the middle. On the other side, it's hard to even make out the head, but it's there. You can see a shiny spot right on the end of the nose. So it's a spendable penny, Queen Elizabeth II. Date-wise, it's probably going to be 1970s, 1980s. Still in circulation today, but looks like it's been in the ground for quite a while. And look how badly corroded it is for such a modern coin. I've found 500-year-old coins in better condition. I've been joined by the local dogs, and look at this gorgeous one. Come on, come here. He's off. He's off. That was Ghost, who's absolutely gorgeous little dog, but clearly camera shy. Dug about 1.5 foot down for that. Oh, it's a classic. What have we got? I think we've got Fanta orange. Oh, I'm going to guess that's early to mid 1990s. So that is a collector's item. Had a good scout around the hole just to make sure there weren't any gold nobles. Can never be too careful, but on this occasion, unfortunately not. There's an old trackway that comes across this field. It kind of curves around in this direction, comes to about this point, and then it heads off in a straight line, kind of about where those tyre tracks are, right in the centre of the screen. And no sooner do I get here than I get a signal somewhere about here, right there. I think we've got a coin or a button, because, in fact that's the imprint. There you go, look. That looks pretty flat and circular to you, or to me, should I say. So, there should be a coin in here somewhere. There it is right there. Is there more than one find? No. That's it. So, I think we've got a coin. We do have a coin. There's a head. Could it be another George? Let's look into the left, which would make it George II. Oh no, in fact, wait there. Victoria. It is Queen Victoria. I think it's a halfpenny. Not in the best of condition, but you can see Victoria, DG, De Gracia, Britannia, Rex, and Defender of the Faith. So Victoria, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. And on the back, oh, we've got a date. So I think it's a halfpenny. Looks too big to be a farthing. Yeah, I think that's an LF, so halfpenny. 1861. Another decent signal. About halfway along this trackway, so definitely sounds like a coin. Don't want to tempt fate. Is that it? No. There? No. Oh. I'm rubbish at using this thing. Right, where is it? It's there. Must be there. No. Is it small? No, there it is. Maybe it wasn't that deep after all. Maybe I missed it on the first couple of spades and it was right on the edge. But that to me looks like a coin. It is a coin because I can see the figure of Britannia and a date, 1892. So that's going to be another Queen Victoria, and indeed 1 penny. And on the reverse, Britannia seated with her wee trident, and a clear date, 1892. Beautiful. It's a nice coin. Good detail. That'll be going in the display cabinet when I get home. So nothing more doing on the trackway, although I could have gone up and down for hours, but I thought, you know what, I'm getting fed up. And I came on to where the rig in furrow, the old medieval ploughing is, in hunt of a hammered coin. And I've turned up this, and that is definitely not a hammered coin. That is lead. And that is another one of these flax seals. 183 something. So it's going to be Russian. And it's going to date to 1840 something. Oh, sorry, 1830 something. So give it a wee rub-a-dub and see if we get any more detail. So that's the best we can do for just now. Definitely Russian. 1836 I would say that is. And you can see the little slots where it would have been attached, probably with a piece of string or a piece of ribbon, to bales of flax. Flax that was brought over from Russia in 1836, give or take, to be milled in the mills in Perthshire into linen. So one of those ones that you catch on the very edge of your swing, and then when you go over a bit, well, I'm getting a workout today. I'm down about 15 inches now, and it is there, yeah, it is there. So it's pretty deep, but still not deep enough. Right, let's give it another wee dig out with a spade. Right, we've definitely got it, and I got a flash of something silver still in the hole. There it is at tin foil. There it is there, look. Ah, shushed. Shushed. Do you see that there? There it is there, look. There. It's going to be a tin can, isn't it? Is it going to be a tin can? Looks interesting. Oh, I can't get it out. Bloody ground solid. Right. That is definitely something. Might be aluminium, but let's see. I'm gonna need to get the spade into it. One-handed. Right, that's loosened it up. Right. Right. There we go. We're out, whatever it is. It is there. Ooh, I think we might have an interesting wee relic. Could that be silver? That could be silver. Or it could be aluminium. It is heavy. It is very heavy. That might be silver, folks. I've had a couple of these out the other field. Little silver ingots. I took them to the jeweller, the local jeweller, and he tested them for me. And they were a high purity of silver. Very high purity of silver. Looks like it's maybe tooled. It's got some folds and marks on it there. Right, I'm going to need to give this a wee rub-a-dub and a wee gentle clean. I don't think I've got a water bottle with me, so there's a little stream over there. I'll go and give it a little rinse in the stream and then come back to you. So, not only did I manage to drop the find in the little stream, but I then managed to get water down my left welly while trying to fish it back out again. However, I think we've got something impressive. I think we have got a silver ingot. I mentioned before I've found 2 or 3 silver ingots. I think it's 2 in the other fields over probably about 200 metres away from where I am just now. In the past I got 1 in the spring this year, and I got another maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago. However, this is the biggest. It's heavy. I mean, that probably weighs, you know, I don't know, 30, 40 grams maybe. So what's that, an ounce and a half? And this one looks like it's got an X and an X on it. But even better, but it's got something else here. So that could actually be an X as well, could it? It's got a couple of scrape marks on this side. Could they be intentional or just plough damage? I can't see a plough making such fine marks, but there's also 2 here as well, like scores. So I don't know if that's just from rattling around in the field, and that looks almost like a cut as well, just there on this end. But could we have a Viking? Well, I suppose, did the Vikings use X's? I don't think so. I think the Vikings wrote in runes, or runes was their language. The Picts and the Celts wrote in what I think was called Ogham, which was like a funny script language. But X's makes me think of the Romans. XX, the 20th Legion? Or is it just someone who was illiterate and X was their marker, effectively? I don't know, but I think that could be quite a bit of age to it. I mean, it could be like hack silver, it could be something that's just been, you can see it looks like it's got tool marks on it, like it's been hammered. Or then again, maybe that's just from being rolled about in the field for who knows how long, but I don't know, could we be talking about something that's 1,000 years old? 2,000 years old? Either way, it's interesting. What do you think of that then? I think I might have got something pretty good. So this one was a really poor signal, but I thought, I haven't had a signal for a while, I'm going to do it anyway. And it's a little tomback button, tinned or silvered. Normally gives pretty good signal. When you see it, you think, yeah, beauty, silver coin. I suspect it was probably on its edge. Didn't give out much of a signal, but unfortunately it's a button. I think these are 17th into the 18th, no, in fact 18th into the early 19th century, so Could be sometime in the 1700s, late 1700s through into the 1800s. Now this one sounds amazing. We're out in the first hole and I can see it already. Please be a coin. Oh no, I don't believe it. What is this? What is this? It's the House of the Rising Sun, and I've been joined by another dog. This is Mr. Darcy. Darcy, come and say hello to YouTube. This is my dog. I can see my wife in the distance. She's come to find me. So it's definitely not going to be a coin. I'm assuming it's going to be a badge or a button, but that looks like the House of the Rising Sun. So what have we got on the back? Don't know what we've got on the back. Right, I'm going to need to give this a wee clean up off camera and see what we get. Maybe a clasp or something on the back. Let's see what we get. Right, Mr. Darcy, say hello. Say hello. So I'm going to give up the detecting. I'm being called back home because Darcy's a pain in the backside. When you try to metal detect, all he does is bark and get awful excited. So we've given it a wee clean up, and around the edge it seems to say Cousin Tom's Corner, and then something, People's Friend. So I don't know if that's like a club or some sort of organisation, but it's got a little clip on the back. I'm guessing it's probably post Second World War, 1950s maybe, but I'll need to look that one up. If you know, then let me know.